And welcome back. What don't you know? I missed something. Dang it. I'm always left out of the fun stuff.
Are you recording?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I actually set it up. I've set it up now so that it auto records as soon as we go live. So my technical prowess is on point. So with that said, as per usual, let's all cross our fingers to make sure that the music works. And ooh, look at this, guys. New sounds. So
Sounds foreboding.
you can't hear the new sounds? Are you logged into Roll20?
They sound cute.
I hear them. Okay.
Okay, so when we last left our heroes, having freshly defeated the mighty ogre from the forest, you met the Blackstone warrior that you've come to now know as Dendar. Very confusing individual, to say the least. He gave you a little bit of advice on how to cross the ravine. Not so much at the rickety old bridge, which you had attempted to before, but the much stronger and much more structurally sound wooden bridge just a little further north upon the ravine's edge. You traveled with him there for a short time before you were interrupted in crossing by the great bridge troll known as Terry. Terry was asking to answer a few questions that he might have in order to cross the bridge, or allow you to cross the bridge, but the untimely wit of our resident wizard, Alara, convinced him otherwise, that she was in fact a troll in disguise and that she was now his superior, and excused him from crossing or from protecting the bridge. Having seen such an amazing feat, Dendar decided to travel with you further towards the outpost. As you made your way there, you happened upon a fresh meadow where, directly in the center, Dendar's arch nemesis lay. Traveling into the meadow itself, you then found out that this nemesis of his was actually a small yet pudgy fairy dragon who had stolen his coin purse, apparently. Not sure exactly what to do, your resident rogue, Eli, tried to engage in a vicious battle against the poor and utterly adorable creature. But it was Alcor who, in fact, made friends with the young dragon, convincing him to relinquish the coin purse, as well as potentially join the adventuring party, with the promise that there might be a bit more coins or money, treasure, if you will, in the near future for him. You traveled further throughout the day until you happened upon the outpost itself, where it was rumored that Raynor was being kept, discovering that in reality he might be transported the very next morning towards a northern outpost where not only the pirates kept their main base, but also this strange cult of the deep that you had been hearing so much about. You had then decided it was best to sabotage the caravan a little further down the road and trying to avoid any major conflicts directly outside of the outpost. A fierce battle once engaged as you attacked these said carriages, able to free your friend Raynor, along with a mysterious young girl. So, our adventure continues. As you travel along, headed back to the cove, Raynor is not looking so good. He's keeping up his appearance as best as possible, trying to joke around and be his regular annoying self. But after a while, he starts to convulse a little, sweat a little more, as he begins to spew a greenish liquid out of his mouth. It doesn't take long until once again he loses consciousness. Looking down at your companion, he looks a much paler gray than what he's usually seen as.
Is anyone really good with health?
Yeah.
Anyone like a medic or anything?
Oh yeah, I forgot to try and heal him as well. Yeah, I'll try cure wounds on him.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. Holding on to your holy symbol, clasped around the robe or the cloak that sits around your shoulders, you close your eyes and concentrate for a moment as a golden hue begins to emanate from your body. You reach down, putting your hand on top of Raynor's chest, and while the wounds seem to begin to heal themselves, his pale color does not change, and he remains unconscious.
Poisoned?
I was thinking.
I don't
Someone
think
go
I-
ahead and make
help
a medicine check for me.
Is anyone good at medicine?
15.
Oh, that's not bad.
15. Looking down, you do notice that there seems to be traces of a almost purplish tint underneath his skin running throughout his veins, indicating most likely that it is in fact a poison that he is suffering from.
So, Ollie, do you have anything that you can cure poison with?
I haven't gone that far into my studies of poison healing. Just straight up wounds and injuries, basic injuries right now, but maybe one day. I think we need to take him to someone stronger.
I think we may need to rush him back to Granny May.
Yeah. What about the girl? Is she fine now?
She seems to still be unconscious. Ollie, I believe you were carrying her last, so for the sake of the narrative, we'll
Yeah,
assume that you put her down while you checked on Raynor. As all of this is happening, Alara, you see the young girl beginning to stir as she begins to open her eyes.
Hey!
She quickly looks up, looking around, looking terrified at the group who's now directly in front of her, and runs off behind the closest tree, ducking behind it. She's much younger than what you had originally thought when you had first seen her. Probably maybe the age of 14 to 16. Human years.
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. We're nice people. We saw you were in trouble, so we got you out of there. My name's Alara. What's your name?
Make a persuasion check for me.
No. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. Ooh, dirty 20.
Dirty 20, very nice.
Persuasive today.
The young girl, not saying a word, peeks out a little bit more as you come closer. Your demeanor seems very welcoming and very warm to her. She still seems a little bit skittish, but seems to be prepared to hear what you have to say as she leaves from behind the trunk of the tree, still standing closely beside it.
Do you have a name?
No response.
Well, okay. That's okay. You don't have to tell us your name. You're obviously going through a pretty big ordeal over there. Do you live on this island? Are you from this island?
No response.
Okay. That's okay. You don't need to share any information right now. Why don't you come? Do you want to come with us? We'll protect you. We're going to take our friend. He's very sick, so we need to take him to a doctor that we know. You want to come with us?
She
I think
looks.
you should probably see a doctor too.
Eli.
No. I'm just saying she was all beaten up. She needs to see a doctor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Did you think I was talking about you? No, 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 no.
Yes.
You need to see a psychiatrist. I'm joking.
The young girl looks down at Raynor and then looks back up at you and then looks down at her stomach and holds onto it as you hear a slight growl come from it.
I
Alcor.
was gonna say, hook her up with some berries, Alcor. While you're at it, I'll
do
take
your
some.
thing. Yeah, I know. We're all getting pretty hungry over here.
I'm sorry, I don't have
I'm
any berries
fine.
today. I have some rations. Nope, nope. Nobody wanted them last time. So
I took
also
berries
did.
last
I
time.
took
Food.
berries last
I'll-
time.
I'll share some of my ration with the girl.
As you approach the young woman, holding out a bit of your rations, she sees it and her eyes grow quite wide as she kind of rushes over towards your hand and begins to grab the food from it. Stepping back just a little bit, watching you cautiously, she begins to eat. After finishing, she walks over to Alcor and just kind of stands beside him for a moment, looking upwards to him. She seems to be willing to follow you.
Alcor?
Look at
Come
that.
on. Oh.
I'm making friends left and right.
I was gonna say, he's got everybody on his side.
Yeah. Whatever. I'm way cooler than Alcor, I say to this girl.
I'm guessing food is the way to everyone's heart.
That is true.
Indeed.
Okay, we
So,
need
we
to
need
move
a-
hurry because I don't think he's
Yes.
doing very well.
Right. Okay.
All right. So, rushing back along the trail, making a little bit more time. Who's carrying Raynor right now?
Not me.
Come on, Mini Hercules.
We need to go back and get Raynor. So
I mean, I can help, but I really don't know how
I
much
could
use
assist,
I'll
but I
be.
can't carry him.
I could go
Okay.
carry
Alright, I
him.
can just put his
Okay.
arms around my neck and drag his feet.
How big is he? I can carry him
He's
too.
he's probably just under shy of 6 feet. He has a relatively slender build, athletic, but not very bulky at all.
I could carry him. I don't have to carry the girl anymore. She's
Oh,
following you.
true.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Ollie, as you pick up Raynor, do you hold him in a cradle position or just kind of throw him over your shoulder?
Do I know the best way to carry someone who's poisoned?
That's your call.
Shit. I hoist him with his arm around my shoulder, and hopefully it's working.
All right, so you hoist him over your shoulder and kind of drag him a little bit. As this happens, Trix sees this and is a little taken aback and shakes her head as she moves over to the other side and throws his other arm over just to kind of stabilize a little bit more. The young girl seems to want to stand as close to Raynor as possible as she looks up to him with a look of extreme worry. You all continue for a few hours to get back to the cove. By this time, it's past midday, based on where the sun sits in the sky right now, most likely 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. As you approach the cove, you enter through the cave that you are always familiar with, and as you merge onto the other side, Thomas is there, standing guard at the gate. He looks and sees you all and says, "By God, you were able to rescue him from the pirates?"
Barely.
That's
Did
We
you
need to get
expect
him to
less?
Granny May.
of course. Be on your way. I'm just shocked that you were able to rescue him. No one's been able to accomplish that feat, not even Sky.
Yeah, well, we're
We
amazing.
had help.
Haven't you noticed?
Yes, well, after my rescue, I thought that was the extent of your abilities, but clearly I was wrong. By all means, take him to Granny. I'll go ahead and inform Shepard that you've returned with Raynor.
Okay. Sounds good. Also tell them that whatever they were pissed off at us about, they shouldn't be pissed anymore.
Yeah, tell him to come back with a better attitude.
I
Yeah,
don't know who
exactly.
Are you talking about the pirates?
No.
They were mad at us because they thought that we killed the pirate.
Oh,
Or the
yes.
cahoots or whatever.
Yes, you're referring
You
to
forgot
Sky.
already? Well, never mind then.
Sky. I believe you're referring to Sky.
Yes.
It was Sky.
She's been a little off lately. I think it's just the time spent here is finally starting to get to her a little bit, but give her some time. I'm sure she'll come around. Anyway, I shouldn't keep you any longer. Your Raynor is clearly in dire need. Perhaps small talk is not the best use of our time right now.
All right, you're right.
You
Okay, let's go.
you leave the front entrance, making your way to Granny May's as Thomas heads off towards the main town hall area. Walking into into Granny May's shop, you hear her call out from the back. All right, dears. Yeah, just one moment. Just doing a little cleanup back here. Just make yourselves at home. No rush.
No, but there is a
There's
rush.
a bit of a rush.
As you say this, you see your button-nosed sailor friend Smeltsy breach the back door. But May, this is there seems to be a problem out here. You might want to come check this out. And as he says that, he kind of begins to walk towards you. Granny May says, "Oh, drat, all right then, all right." And turns the corner and says, "Oh, dearie me, this is bad. This is very bad. All right, come on back, come on back." She rushes you guys to the back room. As you bring Raynor to the back area, you now see there are a few cots that have been set up, like a small makeshift infirmary. She says, "Put him on the bed there." As you put Raynor
Okay.
down,
Put him on the bed there.
Polly.
you can see he's now breaking out in a bit of a feverish sweat. And she says, "Aye, this is not good. Poor boy's been poisoned. I think I'll be able to help with that, though. If you'll just give me those blue flowers that you got that I asked you to pick up along the way, that should heal him no problem."
We didn't see any.
You didn't see the large field of the blue flowers?
No.
We are very observant.
How
Clearly.
far are they?
Yeah, how far?
They're not that far. They were right by the marsh where you would have been otherwise. It's all right. I should be able to get him in a little bit more of a stable condition. And as she says, "Please wait here for one moment, and I'll try and mix a concoction for him." She steps over to a mortar and pestle and starts feverishly grabbing at a few herbs and other plants as she throws it in and begins to muddle. As she's muddling away, Shepard breaches through the front door. "Is it true? Were you able to rescue him?" As he walks to the back, he now sees Raynor laying there in dire shape and says, "My God, poor man. I knew something like this would happen to him, though. He's always running off on his own, very carelessly. May the gods be with him, and Granny May. Is there anything you can tell me about the situation at hand?"
There may not be a situation. We had a friend named Dendar. He's a lizard person, and he might be clearing out the camp where Rainer here was being held.
Ah, one of
To
the.
have this person with us.
Oh, Jesus! Girl scared the crap out of me. What is your name, young one? She says nothing in return, mouth still
She
shut.
doesn't say much.
Yes, well, that's.
She's been through an ordeal, so.
I can sympathize with that. Well, perhaps we should discuss this in further then back at the town hall. As he says this, Granny May brings over the mortar and pestle and opens up Rainer's jaw and begins to tilt a liquid down into his throat. Closing it back up, you wait for a moment before Rainer springs to life for a brief moment. He grabs onto Granny's arm for a brief moment and says, "We can't trust her. We just can't trust her." Before he passes out again.
Oh no!
Ooh, it's so annoying when people do this.
Probably the girl that he's with.
Whoa, whoa.
Maybe
she's
it's not
way
even
too
a young
cute.
girl.
No,
Maybe it's a
she's fine.
disguise.
It's too obvious. It's not her.
Granny May,
Maybe she's secretly an evil monster.
Probably Sky. She's a
That's-
biatch.
That's my theory, but I wasn't gonna say it out loud. Hi,
I don't
Shepherd.
know how to keep my thoughts to myself, so.
well, this is quite troublesome. I'd ask you all perhaps to keep an eye on the young one here for a while. Granny, can you let us know what condition Rainer's in now? Well, he's most likely stabilized right now. This would have stopped the poison, but the blue flowers, they will definitely help with curing him of the poisons. He should be all right now for maybe a day or so, but perhaps tomorrow morning you can get out and potentially find the flowers.
Done.
Good.
Well, this has been...
Maybe we can split up and some of us can go now?
Did you just suggest we split up the party? Is that what you were saying?
Yep.
So some of us can go get it now.
Well, I can use my speed.
Apparently it's not that far.
Well, it was...
How long?
From what you were told, it was closer to Matu's hut in and around that area, which is a few hours travel.
Okay.
Walking.
It might be too late, yeah.
Can the pixies pick it up for us?
No, it's Pix, not Pick. Get it? Pixies?
Wait.
Pigs.
I got it.
I'll just leave. I'll get out of here.
Where's the drum roll sound effect?
Oh damn!
Way out, could
I
you
don't
grab
have them
some
set up.
flowers?
Okay, so I guess we'll do that. We'll leave early morning.
Well,
Will
if
he be
that's-
okay if we go at that time? Granny May?
I should be able to hold him just fine for now. He's stabilized, and you look down and you can see that a bit of the color has begun to return to his face.
Okay.
You just leave him in my care. Granny May will take care of all of it. She's very good at what she does.
I bet she is.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
As you say that, Schmelty's face just breaks out into a giant red blush. Well, she tender love and care is what I'm referring to. I no idea what you're talking about. I should go check to see if the herbs in the back are. Excuse me, and he kind of shuffles outside of the hut.
That's
Yes, well,
great.
if Granny May has everything taken care of for the time being, perhaps we can discuss what actually had happened back at the town hall area.
Sure.
Where are you taking her?
Where am I
The
taking
young
who?
girl. The young girl. She's coming with us?
Yeah.
Oh no, no, it's fine. She's a wee
I'm
girl.
not giving her to these people.
She listen. She has some cuts and some scrapes. You leave her with Granny. Granny can take care of her for now. I'm not too worried about a young lass like that.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, I want to
If-
ask her if that's okay.
yeah, I said it's fine. Not a problem at all.
No, 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 no. Her, the young girl. I want to ask her if that's okay with her.
She
If we
looks.
leave her there.
She continues to look around the room, very worried. Granny says, "Right, only one way to fix this." And she reaches into a small pocket in her apron and produces one of her famous cinnamon cookies and gives it to the young girl and says, "All right, young lass, you'll be fine with Granny, all right?" The young girl, her eyes no longer full of fear, grabs the cookie, shoving it in her mouth, and gives a little bit of smile towards Granny. Granny places her head and tussles her hair a little bit. "See, she's all right with me."
Okay.
Okay.
All right. You guys,
Right.
are you guys following Shepard?
Yeah.
Okay. Shepard leads you all back to the town hall, where he sits you down at the similar round table that you're familiar with. Can I offer anyone a tea or a beverage of some kind before we get started?
Yes. Do you have anything sugary?
In fact, I believe we do.
You do?
He goes behind a little countertop of a makeshift kitchen and pulls out a small bowl that looks to be filled with coconuts. Taking out a relatively large knife, he stabs into it and twists it as it opens up and pours a little bit of coconut water into a small goblet for you. Can
Oh, thank you.
Can I offer anyone else a bit of coconut water?
I'm
I'll
okay.
have some.
No. Well, take an ale though.
I will try this
Ew.
coconut water.
Yeah, I want to try coconut water.
All right. So, he cracks open a few more coconuts, pouring them into small goblets, and bringing them back to the table. Looks to Trix and says, "I don't necessarily have any ale, but I do have this small bit of wine that's left over. I'd be happy to share that with you," as he puts the bottle on the table and puts a glass down beside it, or a small mug down beside it.
Sure. I'll pour some of that.
Okay. So, which of you would like to explain exactly what happened and what you saw out there? You've been gone for quite a few days. We didn't know if you'd be returning or not.
Like to slurp my drink really loud.
Let me see. What's an annoyance check? No, I'm just kidding.
You're not. It is annoying.
I feel like Ollie should explain. Ollie will tell it like the most, you know what I mean? Without any
Factual.
bias. He's just going to say exactly what happened.
Well, my metal
Yeah,
friend,
we-
what can you tell us?
We went out to find our friend Rainer, which, as you know, was a success. In our travels, we came across a troll that almost killed our bird friend, and then we were saved by Dendar, the lizard guy I told you about before, who we believe is the one that was shooting the black stone arrows that saved us when we first arrived on your shores. Then we went over to the Bandit Camp, and at the Bandit Camp is where we battled a bunch of giant spiders and a bunch of, pirates, bandits. I'm just getting used to all these terms. Yeah, we came back here. And in our travels, we found some pixies, and we found the cult leader who controls ghost children.
Mhm.
Other than that, a very average journey.
Let me get this straight. You
Oh, and the staff. Or the spear, sorry. That is, belongs to a god?
let me get this straight.
Oh, death.
You found a weapon, a divine weapon, most likely owned by a god. You met some
Correct.
pixies along the way. You fought a troll, found the answers to your Blackstone mystery, and then single-handedly destroyed a pirate outpost.
We got a lot done.
Well, I mean, we
Not
didn't
the
destroy
outpost.
the outpost, but
The caravan.
We did.
We believe it might be being destroyed right now by our lizard friend.
We have strong reason to believe.
He's very ambitious.
Yes.
My friends, you have done, needless to say, miracles in your time away. You seem to have single-handedly done more than we've been able to in quite a long time. There's only one way I can think of to repay you for all of this. With Raynor in semi-stable condition for the time being, and knowing that you might be heading out once again to obtain these blue flowers that Granny thinks of, I believe a celebration in your honor is in hand. Please, I will make all of
I'll
the
go to the
arrangements
party.
for you. Why don't you go rest and wash up a bit, and come nightfall, we shall drink in your honor.
One question.
Of course.
Do we get fancy clothes?
We unfortunately do not have many fancy clothes. We do have some fabrics and some makeshift grass skirts that we have. Mostly just the clothes that we've found, but we do have a lost and found where we collect certain items that we found from other shipwrecks. You're welcome to look through those if you'd like.
Absolutely. I would love to go look through the lost and found.
Yeah, I'll check out the lost and found.
Of course, of course. You'd be able to find it at the back of Elmeric's shop. We generally just
let's
leave
go to
things
Lost and
there.
Found. I'm down.
Okay, let's do it. I'm so excited.
Can we start drinking?
I'm already
Or is
drinking
it too early?
Yeah, I'm already
What
on
do you
wine.
alcohol. I'm good with my coconut
Oh my God.
juice, water.
There
milk,
will be
whatever.
plenty of ales and wines ready for us at the celebration tonight.
Okay.
All right.
Plenty is good, as I can probably outdrink all of you.
That's an interesting question. I'd like to see that.
Another mystery I'm sure we'll find out tonight.
I like this a lot.
Now, if
Who
you'll...
wants the grass skirts? Let me know now. Alcor, I'll get you one at the lost and found. Do you want one?
No, thank you.
Oh, fine. What about you, Pavo? Pavo?
I'm good, thank you very
Oh,
much.
okay.
Oh, nice
Ollie?
with the feathers.
Ollie, Ollie, this would look good on you, I think. I'll tell you what, I'll only get it for you if I think it will look good.
Sure, I'm very indifferent, so whatever you think is best.
Okay. Ollie, I like you. You're way more fun than Alcor.
Are also
Squidgy
enjoyable.
Oh, thank you.
You're enjoyable.
Well, if you'll all excuse me, I must meet
Wait,
with...
whoa. You need to take us to the lost and found. I don't know where it is.
Well,
Just
like
told
I
you.
said,
Said
it's
it was at the back of the shop.
behind Almeric's workshop.
Well, aren't you guys just a bunch of smart asses?
Well,
No, we
difference
listened.
between smart people and people who listen, isn't there?
It's like school all over again.
Shut up. I will just storm off and go to the lost and found.
I'll scurry after.
Casually follow behind.
All right, with wine bottle in hand.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Ooh. Nice.
As you all leave the town hall area, you make your way to the back of Almeric's shop, or the three of you do. Gentlemen, what are you doing? Keeping in mind that you do still
How
have
does
your
one get ready
your
for a
tents.
party?
I'm just gonna head to the water and start cleaning up.
Okay. Alcor and Ollie?
Yeah, I'm just going to go and I'm just going to go on the rock somewhere and meditate a bit.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go wait outside the venue.
Oh, he's so
With
cute.
the right carpet.
All right. Ollie, you find an area closer to the other side of the beach where there's a large opening of area. Thinking to yourself, this is probably where it will be. You stand and wait. Pavo,
Very still.
occasionally looking around. Pavo, you make your way down to the waterfront to clean up as Alcor joins you along the beach line. There seems to be a rock there where he's able to go and sit and do a bit of meditation while you clean up. Now, for the individuals going to the Lost and Found, I would like all of you to...
I'm ready.
Well, first, it doesn't take long for you to make your way to the back of the Almeric's workshop, and as you do, you find a giant heap of things kind of scattered around the edges of his makeshift forge. There's quite a few, not crates, but chests, smaller chests, crates, makeshift wooden boxes that seem to hold loose paraphernalia that has been collected over the years. I would like all of you to make an investigation check for me.
Do I get advantage because I'm
Nope,
inspirational?
not at all.
Okay. All right.
You won.
8.
Oh, I rolled so good. Oh, I'm so excited. Where's my character sheet? Damn it.
Mhm.
24.
Wow. Okay.
Already.
Oh.
Oh man.
And Trix, what did you roll?
21.
21. And Eli, you rolled 8.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Basically throwing it on top of them.
Womp womp.
Alara,
For you.
you dive in as soon as you see this this giant bin of potential clothes. Your eyes kind of light up for a brief moment as you rip through things and try and figure out what exactly is in there. You come across a beautiful yet a bit sullied, vibrant cobalt blue dress. It flows nicely. There's no arms on it. It seems to be a bit sleeveless. It's got a beautiful gold inlay that's around the edges in very arcanic stitching patterns, very similar to things that you might be familiar with from Lumnador and your time with the elves there. It is a very beautiful, beautiful dress. It needs to be cleaned up a little bit, but otherwise it even looks like it's your size.
I'll put it up against my body and then spin around and say, guys, isn't this amazing?
Ooh,
I-
Wow,
flowy.
don't all freak out at once, okay?
Very flowy.
Wow, this is okay. Can I also look for a hat? The most ridiculous hat that I can find.
Absolutely, but while you do spin around, you do notice that, well, the other two notice there seems to be a bit of a golden light trail that follows behind as she spins around, almost like waving a sparkler of
Whoa.
gold.
You're on fire.
I know.
Huh. No. There's there's like a gold sparkle when you swirl.
What? And I'll spin again. See if it does it again.
It
She
absolutely
looks
does
like
it again.
a dog chasing her tail.
As you spin, the gold inlays once again wrap around like a light ribbon that's following you behind you.
This is so cool, guys. And
That is cool.
how like public is this area?
I mean, you're standing at the back of the workshop. It's a pretty public area.
I will just. Oh, it's pretty public. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, never mind then.
And sorry, you wanted to look for a hat
Who's
as well?
next?
Oh yeah, yes, the most ridiculous hat that
Okay.
I can find on purpose.
Okay.
Oh, and Ollie's grass skirt thing.
Okay. As you look around, you do happen to come across a very large bonnet-like Sunday hat. Very old school 1800s American civ type hat. It's got a big wide brim that comes off the top, a little bit of a bowl that sits on the head and the back. It seems to also have the matching gold inlay to it.
Oh, does it?
Hey, is your head glowing?
Okay. Okay, I'll put it on. Does it do the same thing? Is it like?
It does. The strange thing about it, as soon as you put it on your head, things suddenly become much lighter. And as you look around, you can see within the shadows just a touch better.
I can see so much better when I'm wearing this hat.
Yeah.
I wonder who it belonged to.
Well, me now.
Ooh, can I get a sassy check? All right, so
Are there any like top hats though? That's what I
No,
was
there's-
trying to look
there's nothing else there that that you find of interest.
for. Okay. And the grass skirt though? We got the grass skirt.
Sure, we'll say that you rummaged through and found a very typical Hawaiian grass skirt.
Okay.
Trix, is there something in particular that you're looking for?
Maybe like a fancy coat. Like
Okay.
a furry coat or like a very patterned coat or
Okay, so as you continue to rummage through, it's not necessarily a coat per se, but you do find a long silk, almost kimono, that has these beautiful floral patterns over top of it, swirling branches and leaves that seem to crest off of one another into this beautiful pattern. It's not too heavy. It seems relatively light, being made out of some type of silky material. It's almost a robe rather than a coat itself, or a very light kimono.
wonderful. All right, I'll take that.
Eli, unfortunately, you do not find any fancy vests or pants or anything along those lines. What you do come across, though, is a very large-rimmed, almost cowboy-esque hat with a large, colorful feather that sticks out the side, a little bit of a chip off the side corner of it. It points down into a bit of comes down to a bit of a point right directly at the brim.
I'll take it for Rainer. I don't think I can pull that off.
Oh, you could totally pull that off.
No
Eli.
way.
Put your hat on with me. Put your hat on with me. Do it. Do it.
Okay, I'll humor her. I'll put the hat on.
Okay, now
Oh,
we have to
yeah.
pose. Let's pose together. Trix, what do you think?
Looking good, guys.
See, I told you.
So it's not
I don't
necessarily
know.
it's not necessarily a cowboy hat. It's very similar to a I'll have to send you a picture, but it's more of like a captain's pirate's hat. That's
Like the
very
Peter Pan?
wide bridge. Yes, like the Peter Pan hat.
I don't know. It's a little too flashy for me, and I think the feather would offend Pavo.
I think you should wear it. Pablo was kind of mean to me. He implied that I'm dumb.
Okay,
What
Alcor's
did
already
you
making.
know? What did you say?
He was saying that I should have listened better at where the lost and found was.
Oh. Yeah, he did do that. I'm gonna leave it. It's not my vibe.
You're leaving it?
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it. It doesn't.
I'm
I feel like
taking
it. All right,
I'm
take it.
taking
You already have a hat.
I'll find a use for this hat and this grass
I'm gonna
skirt.
take it off of her head and put it on my head.
And as you place it upon your head, Trix begins to dance around.
Oh.
Wow, those are some good dance moves, Trix. I'll dance with her. What are you doing? Why are we dancing, Trix?
I take the hat off.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're
put it
done
on
now.
me. Put it on my head. Put it on my head.
Put it on your
This is
head.
a party hat. Do I dance too?
And as you place it on Eli's head, he begins to dance around.
Oh yeah,
Sweet.
let's
Let's
dance
take
it out.
this.
All right.
Amazing.
As the three of you do a little bit of dress up, the two gentlemen sitting down at the beachside. Pavo, you're relatively cleaned up at this point. Looking over, you see Alcor doing a little bit of meditation. Is there anything either of you would like to do?
I'll just go sit down next to him, get into meditation myself. Seems like a peaceful way to spend my time.
Scratch the belly of the fairy dragon.
As the fairy dragon continues to lay in your cross leg, completely outstretched at this point. Once again, mouth dangling off to the side, kind of giving a little bit of a purr to it as you stroke the belly. Plum Plum looks up to you and says, "Oh, I'm getting hungry. Do you have any more coins?"
Not now, soon.
Oh, I'm so
You had
hungry.
plenty. Don't worry.
All right. I might go find some. All
You're
right.
free to go wherever you want.
Oh, well, in that case. And he gets up and, like, waddles off a little bit. He tries to fly, but his tiny little wings on his big fat body is just a little too much. So he just kind of hovers for a minute and then falls and then starts to waddle again and then hovers again for a little while, coming back down and hovering.
I just yelled back at him, but people in this cave have no money. They trade things. They have no coins. Just stay on the rock.
No money! I'll find some! Plum Plum begins to walk down the beach. He continues to walk for a little bit while before something gleaming catches the corner of his eye. He looks over and seeing what at first he thinks is the largest coin he's ever seen, now sees Ollie standing there glimmering in the sunlight, casually looking around. Plum Plum sneaks up to him as cautiously as possible. Ollie, go ahead and make a perception check for me, please.
Eight.
Unfortunately, you do not see Plum Plum advancing on you as he comes directly up to you. A few moments later, you begin to feel a strange tingling sensation coming from your ankle. As you look down, there is now a fairy dragon gnawing a little bit at your ankle, trying to bite through the metallic shell.
Get off. I am not food.
Ah! But you look tasty. What are you?
I assure you I'm not edible.
Are you a giant coin?
I am a warforged. My name is Oliver. Nice to formally meet you.
Yeah, I'm Plum Plum.
What did you say your name was?
I'm Plum Plum. Do you happen to have any coins?
Yes. I do have some coins.
Can
Why
I
do you
have
ask?
one, please?
I'll give him 1 gold.
Oh.
Just don't eat me, okay?
Thank you. I'm so hungry.
Obliged.
He shoves it into his mouth and says, oh, you are a good friend to me, Oliver. I will stay with you. We are now one. We share the same brain. You have my pledge, and if I had an axe, I would pledge that to you too. We are bonded. We are one now.
I'm
Overwhelmed.
I don't need any pledge. I'm happy to be your friend. You don't need to owe me anything at all.
I owe you my life.
Mm.
You have saved me from all the copper that everybody keeps giving me. It's horrible. It tastes awful.
Hey, come on! I gave him a gold one last session.
Other than your friend Alcor, who's really nice too.
Well, don't go eating everyone's coin. I assume we're gonna need it in our journey. Is that all you eat? Is gold?
Well, you
And
know,
coin?
gold
metal?
and silver and treasures. Anything that's, shiny. That's why I was chewing on your leg.
Not a shiny apple or a shiny
Ugh!
melon?
Ugh! Maybe we don't share the same brain.
Have you even tried one?
Oh, I don't know, but that sounds disgusting.
Well, there should be plenty of food and drink at this party, so maybe it's a good time to try something new.
Ooh, a party. I'd love to party. Is this where the party's happening? Right here?
Yeah, eventually. I'm just waiting for it to set up. I'm not sure how long parties usually take to set up, but I'm sure it'll be done soon.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna hang out with you and maybe take a nap.
Alright. It shouldn't be much longer now. I promise it
Well,
won't drag on.
just wake me up whenever it's ready. I'll just be here, and just falls to the side, kind of very much like a very sleepy puppy or a cat with no care in the world that just kind of flumps over to the side. You begin to hear just these tiny little snores coming from it.
My dragon pun put it to sleep.
All right. So, is there anything anyone else would like to do?
Want to get changed?
Okay. You make your way back to your tent, and you both change.
Nice.
And I'm gonna take off my hat and I'm gonna take the sash from my kimono and tie it around my head.
Ooh, okay. Very nice. Very nice.
My clothes, though, am I able to put them in my backpack? I guess. I'm here. Or is this our tent?
Yeah, this is your tent. Not unlike your plum.
All right. I'll leave
My
clothes
coat here.
near my spot.
Okay.
Do I have time for a short rest since Alcor hit me again?
Absolutely. You guys can go ahead and take a short rest if you'd like.
I will do that.
Okay.
Oh, and I want to take some of those bones that I have and tie them into a necklace.
The bones that you have. Where did you get
for my
bones?
party. I have bones from skeletons we killed, is what I labeled it.
Okay, fair enough. Oh,
From
from Matu. Yeah, of course. So yeah, you can spend an hour or so fashioning some pretty nice necklaces. Go ahead and roll. Do you have any sets of tools on you, like an artisan's tools or tinkerer's tools?
No, I was really just thinking like taking a string and tying like each one like. To
Oh, okay. So it's just kind of like
not
like a
fancy jewelry.
yeah. So you're just kind of making a macaroni necklace out of bones.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So you can spend a few hours going ahead and doing that. All of you, whoever needs one, can go ahead and take a short rest.
Done.
Just gonna be practicing my martial arts on the beach.
Like the Karate Kid.
Yep.
Kiwa. All right. A few hours pass.
Karate bird.
Karate bird. Karate parrot.
Mm-hmm.
A few hours pass as you all kind of just leisurely spend the rest of your afternoon kind of doing your own things. The night begins to fall upon you, and as the sun goes down, you begin to hear a bit of a commotion outside. You begin to start hearing a bit of minstrels playing off in the distance, signifying that the party has now commenced.
Yeah.
I'm fired up.
All right, you hear that, guys? You hear that? Time to party.
I'm so ready. Woo!
All right. So as you
Let's
all
find everyone.
I'd like to be down there already drinking something because I was waiting for it to start.
yeah, Ollie, so you would be down there already, probably in the thick of it all, but we'll get to that just in one moment. The rest of you, as you make your way down towards the noise and the commotion, you immediately begin to smell delicious wafts from under a large makeshift tent that seems to have been sewn together by old sails. Small tiki torches are lit throughout the village, giving a beautiful orange hue to the small huts that line the beaches. As you make your way to the communal area, the soft sound of waves hitting the shoreline lulls you into a sense of ease, as you can smell the salt water slightly wafting off of the tides. With the tent now in sight, you can now hear and see the small minstrel playing on these makeshift instruments, as many of the other inhabitants seem to be drinking and laughing loudly. The closer you get, the more aromas of intoxicating smells hit your senses. Cinnamon buns, poached pears and toffee apples. You see wooden goblets filled with butter beers and red currant juices and citrus wines and some type of spice schnapps, perhaps. Sitting at the closest table, you can see the friendly faces of your friend Ollie, the familiar tinkerer, Almarak, Shepherd, and Smeltsy having a friendly debate. Almarak holds out a jar of something towards Ollie and says, "All right, come on now, my tin friend. You will get drunk like the rest of us. Have one of my pickled peppers. Go ahead, try it.
I'll try it. I'll try. I don't think I'll get drunk like the rest of you. I will, but you guys might pass out before I get that drunk.
Oh, you have never seen a tinkerer like me drink before, my friend. Just eat. You'll enjoy. Smeltsy, do you want one of these? No, I'm good with my citrus wine. Oh, come on now, Smeltsy, have a pickled pepper. There's nothing better than my pickled peppers. Ollie, as you bite down, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw with advantage, please.
Oh wow. Oh, with advantage. Fuck. Oh. So it was a natural 1, and now it's a 2, and which equals 5.
5.
Wow.
So, as you chew on this pickled pepper, a strange feeling overtakes you, one you've never felt before. You feel just the urge to dance. You suddenly begin to tap your foot on the ground. Tap your finger on the wood rhythmically. It's a very strange sensation for you, something you've never felt before. The rest of you approach the table, and as you do, Almarek looks at you all. Ah, the heroes of the hour. All of the drinks are on me, my friend. Please, all of you, come try my pickled peppers. And he holds up the jar.
Absolutely. But first, watch this, and I'll turn do another turn in my dress.
All right, as you
think
do.
there's something in these peppers. I just saw gold.
Oh, Ollie, here, I have this skirt for you. Here, let's put it on. Stand up.
This
Stand up.
looks very nice. Thank you.
It will go good with your toe tapping moves.
Oh, if I stand up, how wobbly am I?
You're pretty wobbly. You can still stand up. You're okay from that perspective.
All right.
And I just want to say out of game that I cannot wait to give Six of Spades the description of Ollie in a grass skirt. I think that's going to make the greatest art for our channel the world has ever seen.
Yeah.
You should put the
Ollie?
hat on him too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you have
the
the
hat
hat,
goes with
Eli?
my dress. Oh.
Are you? Oh no, but the dancing hat. The dancing hat.
Yeah. Oh, now he's really gonna dance.
Hey, Ollie, you feel like dancing? You look like you feel like dancing.
I don't know what a feeling of dancing would be like.
You're gonna dance the night away.
I'll tell him to like come down to my level so I can put the hat on his head.
All right. I lean down.
All right. Ollie leans over now in his grass skirt as you place the hat atop his head. Ollie begins to dance around. Ollie, how would you describe your dancing?
I would describe it as a bit of leaping and stomping. kind of like it looks like a very large temper tantrum to a beat. And it's very it's probably very loud, and I'm sure people's drinks on the tables are shaking by the velocity and strength of my stomps.
Absolutely. People are now kind of taken aback entirely, not sure if they're under attack or what is happening, as everybody slightly moves back a little bit, grabbing their drinks and kind of pulling it back from you. Almeric says, yes, my friend, let yourself loose. That is the way of the warrior. Yes.
Did we bring the party or what?
Oh, we brought the party. Give me one of those peppers.
All right. Of course. Here, everyone, try one of my pickled peppers. Alara, go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Wait, can I just say one thing I forgot to say? One might say I was dancing to heavy metal music.
Oh, womp, 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 womp. I thought you were gonna. I thought for sure you were gonna do the robot.
Oh, that's not that bad. 17.
17. Where you're not as drunk as your friend Ollie is clearly at this point. You do seem a little tipsy. You definitely want to talk to a few people, mostly everybody. More so than what you're used to.
Wow.
Is there anyone else who would like to try one of Almarek's pickled peppers?
Oh yeah, I'll try pepper.
Okay. Anyone else?
Yeah.
Almost not.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Okay. Trix and Eli, please give me a Constitution check, please.
Do I have to do disadvantage because I'm small?
Nope.
Actually, I don't need to. It's a 3.
It's a 4.
So, total of 5. Another 5.
Feeling an instant heat kind of fill your belly for a brief moment, you two also look over to your friend Ollie, who was once thrashing around, and you now see just how beautiful his dancing is. You feel this strange compulsion to join him on the dance floor.
Yes, absolutely.
Do it.
All right, so as Trix, Eli, and Ollie begin to jump up and down, yelling and laughing and giggling and having the time of their lives, they continue onward onto the dance floor.
I'd like
Can I
to
have-
grab Eli on my shoulders and start spinning around as I'm stomping.
I would like food in my hands and I would like to be eating at the same time.
Absolutely. You have two, what are you eating?
I'm eating 2 chicken legs.
All right.
Or some-
You've got two they don't have any
No
wild
offense,
chicken on the they don't have any chicken necessarily, but there seems to be some kind of large fowl as you have two drumsticks in hand as they're waving about atop Ollie's shoulders. Ollie, go ahead and make a performance check, and I'll say with advantage from the assist from Eli.
All right. 12.
12. So as most people watch around, they begin to become accustomed to what the dancing is. Now seeing the beauty for themselves of what it is, you now have a circle of people gathering around you, clapping rhythmically as you kind of bob around with your friend. Trix, you're kind of on the outskirts, whipping yourself around, getting down with your electric boogaloo, if you will. Ollie, you hear a strange voice within your head that you've only heard a few times in your life tell you you're starting to understand what it means to live, my young disciple. And a strange sensation of happiness overtakes you, now knowing that you've once again received a bit of a blessing from Gibble.
Nice. That's very
Nice.
wholesome.
All right, so the rest of you sitting at the table, Almarek looks to you all and says, "You have done so well. You've brought back my good friend Rainer. There's nothing you can't do. I knew you were the best of the best. Yeah, I did not believe a word of what Sky said about you." And as he speaks her name, you notice off in the distance, trotting up the sands, comes Sky herself.
Does she look stuck up?
You are far too busy on the dance floor to realize, Eli.
Am I
That's
like
fair.
aware of what's going on, or I'm just like chatting and dancing and?
You're probably sitting at the table just conversing with everybody else. Sky walks up and looks towards Shepard. You're celebrating? You're celebrating in a time like this. What is there to celebrate? Shepard looks back at her. Now, Sky, we all need some time now and again to enjoy the small victories that we have. You yourself have accomplished amazing feats in the last few days. Think of how many pirates you've recently captured and put into our cells. We're getting more information that we've ever had before, and with our new friends here, they're clearly helping us to push forward. You seem to forget, Shepard. I'm looking to get off of this island. We should all be paying attention to get off of this island, instead of dancing around like these fools.
Did I hear that?
No. You're way too busy dancing right now, Eli.
Listen, first
Better
of
for
all,
everybody.
first thing, there is definitely something to celebrate. What is to celebrate, you ask? My dress, and I will turn around and do a spin and be like, look how amazing this is. Take it in. Okay, you're not buying it. What I think you need, and I was gonna tell the other guy to tell you this, but we didn't have really time because we were making sure Rainer was okay. But what I think you need is some stretching, breathing exercises. Alcor does them all the time. You should ask Alcor. Alcor, you can show her all your stretching meditation things, right? Alcor, hey, back me up here.
Sure. Anytime.
Yes. And I will go into like a stretch pose and say, and if you just count to 8, hold for 7, and breathe out for 4. It's totally wrong. You'll find an inner calm and relaxation, and then you'll see what's so amazing about living in this moment with these people who you're here with. Because we might not have tomorrow, so why not have tonight?
I've had enough of this, Shepard. Do you really want to be celebrating these idiots? These are the ones who seem to be saving everyone?
Yep.
Well,
She's not talking to you.
I know she's not, but I'm still here. I can
think-
hear you. I'm right here.
yes, as our friend here has it, she's trying to enjoy and make the most out of the situation. You should be happy, Sky. We're making progress more than we ever have. I'll be happy when all of the pirates are dead and I'm off this bloody island. You should be the same. You are our leader, in fact. I don't have time for any of this. I'm going to check the armory, make sure everything's put together before I post guard for the night. If you'll all excuse me.
Are you just
She
upset
turns
that I
and
didn't
begins
get you a grass skirt? Oh, damn it. I should have gotten her a grass skirt.
I don't think that would have mattered.
It might have. She might have just been jealous of all the fun we're having. She's last to arrive to the party.
Could be she's just jealous that we're accomplishing more than she ever has. And doesn't know how to accept it.
Maybe. I think she gets more fun in her life, though.
Sky is not one for fun. She is one for the sword. She'll be much happier, unfortunately, during the, needless to say, executions tomorrow evening.
What?
I
Executions of
didn't
what?
necessarily want to go down that road, but she believes she's received enough information from the pirates that they're no longer useful, and she sees it best to complete executions. She is my quote-unquote military advisor at this point. I have to trust what she says in the matter.
What time are these supposed to happen at? Did you say?
They are tomorrow evening, but let's not discuss this right now. We're ruining the celebrations. Let's enjoy the night, and we can discuss it tomorrow morning, shall we? Almerac says, yes, we're here to party. We have all these pickled peppers and these wines and these citrus drinks. You know what we need? We need games.
What?
Do any of you like games?
Yes.
But
I love games.
I'm a fan of games too, but what's the prize? Prize? I know. I have just the prize. Tell you what. Do you think your friends over there dancing would want to join in a friendly competition of skill?
Yes.
Hey!
I would like to try to pick Ollie up. Before we go over.
Please, I need this to happen.
I want to give him the chance to dance on somebody's shoulders. I want him to know how it feels.
Ollie, do you quickly want to let us know how much you weigh?
Yeah, without my armor and everything, I'm about 285 pounds.
Oh my god.
So, with that information, Eli, do you still want to try and pick up Ollie?
Is he gonna kill me? Is he gonna squish me?
I'm
He's
75 pounds.
He has no idea.
Also, all my equipment together is 116 pounds.
Yeah, so
Well, then I'm just not even gonna be able to lift him at all. I would like to try.
okay.
Trying.
So
I'll see her trying and failing, and I'll try to help her.
Oh,
Oh,
aw.
oh, come on, not 20s.
Oh, that might hurt.
So, as you jump off Eli's or off of Ollie's shoulders at the beckoning of Almeric back to the table, you reach down towards Ollie's ankle and fervently try and lift it up. Doesn't seem to be budging whatsoever. Trix, you also reach down trying to pull up, but a 400-pound Warforge is just a little too heavy for any of you to lift.
I would like to take off my shirt and tie it around my head and try again.
Okay.
Or we can just skip the rolling and just let me humiliate myself.
All right.
I just want to
So
be having a good time.
you reach down, and as you lift, you can see your tiny muscles bulging a little bit, more so than anyone ever has. It's very interesting. And as your face grows red, you feel his leg begin to move slightly as it pulls upward. As you look up, you see Ollie lifting his foot off the ground for you.
I feel so elevated. Happiness is awesome.
I'll just start cheering and hugging him and dancing around.
Aw, beautiful commotion. Beautiful commotion. My friends, come join me. We are going to play a game. A game of test of skill, of might.
Yes.
And I have
This
a
might be interesting.
I have a prize for you. Well, for whoever wins, per se. Wait here. I will show you. Actually, come with me for a moment. I show you what we do. And he walks you down to the edge of the water. He says, do you see that shiny rock hanging out of the water? He points to a glimmering rock
Just
about...
like, I see it.
he points to a
This
glimmering
other game, I
rock.
have no idea the hat's making me dance.
Yeah, you're still juking and jiving, my friend. off about 50 feet off into the water, you can see a glimmering stone sticking up, just the peak of it. He says, "Here is the trick. You are allowed one skip on the water, and then you must hit that rock. It will take a skill of immense capabilities. You must be very dexterous with your hands, but you must throw very hard as well. You only have one skip. Now wait here, my friends. I will go get what I hope might be a good prize for you." He turns and begins to walk away. A couple moments pass before he slowly makes his way, a little wobbly, towards the back from the workshop. He says, "This, I'm not sure what it is, but I found it by a lake. It looks very fashionable, and you all seem very fashionable. So maybe perhaps you want it." As he holds it out, you all immediately recognize it as a very similar copy of Dendar's switchy belt.
Oh no. What did the switchy belt do again?
It like transformed him into an animal for a
Oh,
bit.
cool.
But not actually his though. We
It's
can
not
tell
his.
No, it's not. It's not his. It's just it
Oh,
holds
okay.
the same symbolism, a couple of the same etchings on the actual belt buckle.
Okay.
Cool.
Ooh,
I'm
let's
in.
do
Where's the
this.
rock?
Let's do it.
It's about
How far's
50
the rock?
feet.
Can I tell?
Yeah, it's about 50
deep's
feet from
the
the shore.
water?
Gets pretty deep, out into the.
Okay, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna say I got this. I got this, and I
Okay.
am going. So you said so. I gotta skip once and then touch the rock.
Yes, that
I am
is.
gonna hop in place and then I'm gonna swim over to the rock and try to touch it.
As you head out into the water, he says, "No, no, 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 no. With another rock, you must skip the rock and then hit the other rock with the smaller rock."
Okay.
So,
So casual. Okay.
so here's how we play this game, out of game. So there needs to be a sleight of hand check to ensure you're capable of skipping the rock properly, and then it's going to be added to a ranged attack. No proficiencies behind it. Consider it just similar to an unarmed strike.
Okay.
So, with that said, who would like to go first?
I'll give it a shot.
Okay. All right, so first, go ahead and give me a dexterity check.
You want the sleight of hand or the?
Or sorry, yeah,
dex check?
sleight of hand. That's what I meant to say. Sleight of hand.
So, +5. 7.
Okay. And now give me a straight ranged attack, no proficiencies. Just add your dex modifier to it.
11.
Okay.
That sucked.
That puts you there.
I
So
didn't drink anything.
as you toss out the stone, it skips once exactly the way you want it to. Unfortunately, you skipped it a little too hard and just bounces a little over the rock. Who would like to go next?
I got this.
Yeah, you do, Ollie.
Ollie, you have a sleight of hand check and a ranged attack, both at disadvantage.
All right.
So what happens when you eat pickled peppers, my friend? Also the fact that you're dancing, and I can't impose double disadvantage.
Okay. That's 4 for sleight of hand, and then And then disadvantage. And then 15 for the ranged attack.
Okay, so you skip it a little bit, not anywhere near as well as Pavo did, but it does bank up off of the crest of the water as it comes down just short of the rock, just inches away from the rock itself. Who would like to go next?
I am still happy.
I
I'll
would like
go.
to go next. Oh, you can go,
Oh,
Trix.
whatever.
No, you go. You go.
Oh, okay.
All right, Trix. So, sleight of hand and arranged, both at disadvantage.
Okay, disadvantage. Okay, 22.
22 with disadvantage?
Yeah, I got 22 and 23.
God damn. And that was for your sleight of hand? Okay. Go ahead and make your ranged attack.
At disadvantage also?
Yep.
That is a 9.
9. As the surprisingly a little wobbly, Trix kind of closing one eye slightly, trying to measure it out a little bit, gets down a little bit towards the water, reaches back and flings the rock. It skips directly and just gives that nice patting noise directly as it bounces off the edge of the water. You all watch in a moment of shock as it lunges towards the rock, hitting it directly in the center and practically smashing to a few pieces. Almarak looks to you and says, "Congratulations, our most skillful friend here. Well done. You are one and the only, and very well done, my small friend. This is your prize." Trix, you can go ahead and add
amazing.
the switchy belt to your inventory.
Amazing.
I'd like to attempt a celebrational backflip for my friend.
Oh,
Yes.
please make a performance check for me. With disadvantage, of course. Oh, no, wait, you want a backflip? No, that's going to be in acrobatics.
Yeah. With
So,
disadvantage.
acrobatics at disadvantage.
Okay, so that's 14.
14. So, you all watch in amazement as a 400-pound Warforge jumps up into the air, flipping backwards, barely cresting over before he face plants directly down into the sand.
Oh,
Still has his shoulders shaking a little bit, though. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I'm happy for you.
Oh, amazing, Ollie.
Oh, the
I
party.
hope nothing goes down tonight.
The party continues on for quite some time. You all laugh.
I want to go dance. Whoa. Let me go dance on the dance floor.
Yeah, you can go ahead and go dance. Alara takes off to the dance floor. Ollie very quickly in tow behind her. Now realize that a small plump fairy dragon is also in tow, dancing beside you, slightly kind of wobbling back and forth as the three of you dance together. The rest of you telling stories, sharing stories, listening to the lives of some of the others. Almarek tells you all about his future plans in terms of moving on to the mainland, hopefully finding this elusive golden or black and gold city. The night is an utmost success, to say the least. Is there anything else anyone would like to do before we call it a night? In game, not out of game.
I will go and grab some food, and I will go and bring it to Granny May.
Oh, okay. Very nice.
Kiss
Um,
ass.
taking some
I'm
food with
joking,
you.
I'm joking. That's actually really nice.
Wow, it's pretty harsh. Pretty harsh. So as you carry the food back to Granny May's, you open up the area, or the you open up the drapes leading towards her shop. She seems to be in the back area where you left her last. It seems the young woman seems to be asleep on one of the cots at this point. She looks towards you and says, "Oh, thank you very much, young man. You're quite a dear. Thank you. I haven't eaten anything all day."
You're very welcome. And is Raynor sleeping?
Yes, unfortunately, we haven't been able to wake the poor boy yet. We're really going to need those flowers in order to find a cure for him.
Yeah. I will take my mask and put it on his face.
Okay. You reach into your bag, pulling out your sleepy panda mask. As you put it over the top of his head, you can see that the once now grimacing look on his face, seemingly battling and fighting off the poison, as he seems to relax just briefly. I don't know what that is.
Granny May, I said, he seemed exhausted. I thought maybe that would help.
You're a good lad. You're a very good lad. I'm sure your mother and father are quite proud of you. I know I am.
Hope so. Thank you. You have a good evening. And
You
a good
too.
night.
Go enjoy the party.
I will leave.
All right.
And I will not go back to the party.
Okay. Where are you going?
Just somewhere quiet. I'll look at the sky and just rest.
Okay. Staring
For
up
like an hour or
into
so,
the
then-
staring up into the skies, you once again find yourself lost within the constellations. Not a care in the world for just a brief few moments, and as you do, you begin to see constellations once again lighting up brighter than those of the others around you. As you do, you once again feel the beams and rays of light cascading down towards you, filling you with a sense of wonder and an energy you haven't felt for quite some time, as you feel almost at rest and like things are going to be all right if you just follow the stars.
Sounds good.
You all eventually make your way back to your tents. Very inebriated, some of you. Ollie still slightly tapping his toe to the beat as you make rest for the night. So everyone, if you'd go ahead and mark down a long rest for yourselves.
Hey. Ooh. I hope I'm snoring loudly.
You're all snoring loudly at this point. I think the entire village is snoring loudly at this point. You all receive a wonderful night's rest after being out on the road for so long, and now finally your belly's full, your spirits high. It's been a wonderful experience of an evening. The next morning arrives, and you're all shocked and startlingly awoken as you hear someone call out, "There's been a murder."
Yo.
And that's where we're going to take our break. So, with that said,
What?
I would like to thank all of our new followers. It's been very much appreciated. Thank you for watching our dumb faces. It's always a pleasure. We didn't have the chat open, but we can see some familiar faces in there. Six, great to see you as always. Bob, welcome to the stream. To those of you who have recently joined us, thank you as always. We do this every Tuesday night, and we love your faces just as much as you love our dumb faces. So, with that said, we're going to take just a very quick 5-minute break, go do a quick bio break. Go ahead and if you're drinking apple juice like me, and I swear it's apple juice, go get your refills right now, and we will be back in 5 short minutes. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We will be right back. All right, and we are back. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa. We got some music popping in. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on in my headphones right now. This is too much. This is too much.
Mike's still a little weird. Just saying.
Yeah, I know my mic's a little weird. Sorry if we're having a little bit of mic technical difficulties tonight, guys. I don't know if I'm popping for you guys, but I'll have to take a look at that a little bit later. So, with that said, to my players, we do have our nightly question from chat. Hey Trix, you willing to give us a description of the exterior of your flashy bottle?
Ooh.
Well, from the outside, it doesn't look like much. It just looks like, glass with a cork stopper in it.
Well, what's it
Shaped like a very small wine bottle.
What color
Oh,
glass?
Of course, a wine bottle.
Green.
Color?
blue.
What color glass? Yeah, like a rosé kind of color.
Red.
We're just talking about things we want to drink right now.
Yeah, seriously.
I'd say like that classic, like greenish looking. Ooh, no, you know what? Like that Coke bottle-y green color.
Ooh.
Like a Coke bottle.
Coke, please sponsor us.
You know what? Like a Coke
Yeah,
bottle
if Coca-Cola, you're watching
Mine
us right now, we are looking
Yeah.
for sponsors. We don't mind putting
We'll
a
buy
label.
our Pepsi
cola
products.
bottle. Sorry.
We definitely don't mind adding a label to Trix's bottle.
Right there
That would
is
be
a
so funny, actually.
product
Give her
placement right there in the
bear
corner.
companion.
And as we went on break, we got an update from our absolute favorite artist of all time, Six of Spades, who's in our chat right now. He's shared some new character art with us that I cannot wait to share with the world because it is just mind-boggling good. If you are not following him on Twitch and all of the socials, please do that. I'm going to go ahead and in chat right now, we're going to go ahead and pop this in there. So if you Coca-Cola should sponsor you all. Oh, Wes Kane, thank you so much for the compliments and thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the community. I hope you're having fun. I hope you're having a good time with the rest of us. As you can probably tell, we're just a whole bunch of goofballs having a good time and love welcoming all of you into the community with open arms. And no, Spade, no hearts necessary. You are incredible. You are absolutely phenomenal. I cannot thank you enough. It really is heartwarming, and I know I'm getting a little sappy right now. We'll get back to the game in a second, so just give me a second. But having a fan like yourself and all of you, but your artwork is just so amazing to see. My thoughts and our ideas of our characters coming to life. And it is a blessing. It is 100% a blessing. So from myself and all of the cast, thank you. That's all I can really say.
Oh, cool.
Oh my god, I'm so excited to see.
Can't
We haven't seen it.
You
That's
guys
why
haven't
we're
seen it. They
not
haven't seen it,
recording.
and it will be on stream next week. It's going to be on all of our socials. We're gonna pump it as much as possible. And please, if you're a D&D player and you want to see No, they haven't seen it yet. God damn, I had to go to the bathroom, get some apple juice, boy. Jesus Christ, give me a second. Woo. If any of you are ever looking for character art for your next D&D game, or if you're looking for commission work, highly recommend reaching out to Six of Spades. You can catch him on Twitch. You can catch him on the socials. He's incredible. I wonder, can I actually? Maybe I can do that. No, I don't want to do this. I really want to show it off, but I don't want to right this second because I'm going to screw up the entire stream if I do. So we will definitely show you next week, 100%.
Can he drop it in chat?
Just fight the
Can he
things.
drop them in chat? Is that possible?
I don't think he can drop them in chat. Just fight the things. We are going to fight a lot of things. Just you wait. Actually, hang on.
Oh.
If I do this, and then if I do, hang on. I might be able to do this.
The stream cuts off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna screw this up entirely. I'm not technically inclined enough to do this, but we will
Quick cut
definitely.
to the Coca-Cola ad.
Yeah, seriously. We'll post everything shortly. We're going to have it on our social media so you can check it out there. And hey, come watch next week because I have something really special planned for those new images that will be included on stream. So anyway, once again, thank you very much. Salute to our good friend, or as our other good friend Bob, infamous Bob, would say, skull to you, my friend.
Skull to you. Don't even know what I'm saying.
All right.
Bad.
Here.
Enough of this. Enough of all this. So, back to our game.
Oh,
You're
murder.
all.
Yeah, murder.
Murder.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody died.
Hey.
Let's get back into the game.
Okay. Focus.
Again?
As you're all awoken to a close to blood-curdling scream, you hear someone yelling about a murder and that a body has been found. What would you like to do?
Get up and go.
Smelling it.
Fly towards the sound of where I heard it come from.
How
Okay.
hungover am I?
Give me a
Jesus Christ.
give me a.
Listen, it's a legit question.
Hey,
Get up
you
for two
you know the
murders.
rule. If you guys bring it up, that's you know the risks
Oh,
of giving the
sorry.
DM ideas. So Eli, go ahead and
I'm so
roll
sorry.
a Constitution saving throw for me.
I'm good.
Can be hungover.
19.
Oh yeah, no, you're fine. Your halfling blood is partially mixed with alcohol, and just being the halfling, being used to ales and meads and copious amounts of food, this ain't nothing to you. This is not your first rodeo.
Cool.
As you all leave the tent, you rush outward and see now a large gathering just outside Almeric's workshop.
Oh no.
Not Almeric, is it?
As you make your way over, you can see Granny May now in tears, Shepherd shaking his head as you look down to see the lifeless body of the Tinkerer Almeric.
Damn.
No. Can I? No, I guess if May's there, I can't heal him.
There are a lot of people gathering right now.
Practically the entire residence of the Cove is gathered around. Looking around, you see looks of shock, looks of panic, tears in some individuals' eyes, remembering the giant friendly tinkerer that was Almeric.
Can we see anything that might tell us how he died?
You try and move
Like,
up
not by who, but,
forward.
like what killed him?
You try and move up forward and push through the crowd. You make it to the front of the crowd and can see both Sky and Shepherd hovered over the body. As you try and push forward, Sky pushes you back. This is for inhabitants only. These are for the residents. Can't you see that we're trying to investigate here? Who was the one that did this?
Yes.
About that.
Looking down, you can now see there is clearly a knife wound in the front of Almeric's chest.
Did you find a murder weapon?
No, we didn't find a murder weapon. That's the first thing we're going to be looking for. We just found the body. Shepard looks around and says, "Who would have done such a thing? This is uncalled for. There's no one here that would do such a thing. There's no one... Wait. There's one individual that's recently joined us. We were given heed by Raynor himself. Granny, where is the young child?"
Here.
No, 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 no. No.
Please,
Nope. That's
please
not how this goes.
allow us
That's
to take care
such
of this.
Bullshit. Nope, I won't. You guys suck. You guys suck at this. Clearly. Look what's happened. Nope, you don't get to touch the girl.
I don't know where
Well,
the girl
where
is.
is she? Has anyone seen her?
I have not seen the
There we
girl
go.
all morning. She was not in the hut when I last saw her. When I awoke this morning.
I'll see if I can find her. Can I go look around her Granny May's hut for tracks and stuff?
Absolutely. Are the rest of you standing around and waiting?
I'm waiting. I'm going with Eli.
Okay. So,
I'm just gonna like take a step back and go like sit, but keep like sit on the ground, but keep watching the crowd of people.
I was gonna say, I feel like there's someone in the crowd. I feel like whoever did it is there.
Yeah, I want to look at the faces of
Yeah.
the people and see if there's any that's reacting differently than shock and awe.
okay. Pavo, you begin to scan the crowd a little bit. Make a perception check for me.
16.
16. You do see a lot of faces, most of them with a look of shock and sadness and horror. Pretty typical from what you would see otherwise. As Eli and Alcor, you begin to look around Granny May's hut. Go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
I will.
Can I have
I will-
advantage?
I will wild shape into a starry form of the dragon.
Okay. And as you do, Eli, you watch as Alcor suddenly bursts into almost an astral form, as his body seems to... The colors of his body seem to disappear, almost as a skyscape of night takes over him. You begin to see dots of stars all around his body. One particular constellation rests on his chest that seems to be glowing larger than the rest. You rolled a 19?
Yeah.
Okay.
Me too.
Alcor, you rolled a 19 as well. As you're looking around, you do see a small set of tracks leading off into the forest.
But nothing that is headed towards the Tinkerer. Well, I guess that would be full of tracks now.
Yeah, there's too many tracks just in and around that leads up towards Almeric's shop or workshop.
Is Raynor still there?
So far, you're examining the outside. You haven't actually gone into her shop yet, or into her medic bay.
Oh. Okay, I'll go inside. Try not to disturb anything.
Okay. As you go inside, you do see a bit of blood that seems to be relatively fresh on the floor. Raynor is still there.
Can we track
Okay.
some blood, like some drops or anything? If we follow the tracks of where the girl went.
We have to get those flowers too, though, for Raynor.
As you
Maybe that's where she went.
as you make your as you make your way towards the forest, it seems to lead in further than just your typical kind of stroll outward. It leads past the cove entrance and into the forest area.
Which way is it headed? Is it headed towards the marsh?
Hard to tell.
And it's just me and Alcor?
Right now, it's just you and Alcor, yeah.
I would follow the tracks.
I'll follow the tracks too.
Yeah.
But I want to be mindful of the time though, because we can lose Raynor. There's like, we don't have an unlimited amount of time to get those flowers.
Yeah, let's see what direction she took.
Yeah.
Okay. You continue to walk for... How long do you guys want to walk for?
As long as we can follow the tracks, or until it starts to go in a different direction than the flowers.
So there's only one trail that leads to the marsh area. The tracks do lead towards the marsh area. If you were to, the only time it splits off is at the fork in the road, but that's at least an hour's travel from where you are right now. So the two of you can continue onward by yourself if you want.
They're going to we're going to the marsh area? They're both going the same way?
The tracks do seem to be leading northward towards the marsh.
Yeah, I feel like that's where she went. I think she went to go get the flowers, but I doubt that she'll be back now. Because, I don't know, do you think she knows that she was framed?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Or maybe she did it.
Oh no, she seemed pretty worried about Raynor. I don't see
Yeah.
what the murder of the guy would have changed.
Yeah. Okay. Do you think that will be okay if we just go?
How far is the marsh from the settlements?
It's
Like an hour?
yeah, it's
3 or 4 hours.
roughly well to the crossroad is about an hour. It's about 2 or 3 hours to where where Matu's hut was.
Yeah, but the flowers are before Matu's hut, or is it at the same place?
You don't know. You have a general idea of where it is, but you guys did not look for the flowers last time. You are aware of the fact that there is a field of these flowers somewhere in the marsh area.
Well, that's a big place to be looking at.
I think we need Pavo. We should go back.
Yeah, we need to go back and we need to
Yeah.
go get those flowers now, no matter what.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. You guys begin to make your way back. Back at the scene of the crime, Shepard and Sky are now arguing. Well, if Raynor said himself that we can't trust the young girl, who else would it be? There's no one else here that is new. There's no one else who would cause such a damage. And all of a sudden she appears, once a captive of the pirates, and all of a sudden our people die? Well, this is strange. I just find it unnerving that it would be a young child that would do such a thing. Who's to say she's a young child in the first place? Well, I don't know what to make of this. What say you, our new friends, Alara, Trix, Pavo, Ollie? You seem more than capable in many
He never
facets.
said we couldn't trust the young girl. He just said her. Her could be anybody.
It could be the girl, though. We can't rule her out.
No, we cannot
She hasn't
rule her
even
out, but we
spoken
can't
to us.
always just assume that it's her as well.
No. We've no evidence of anything.
Well,
How
this is
long-
Is there
quite the
anything-
predicament.
How long were the two of them gone for this conversation?
Sorry, you're a little hard to hear. What did you say?
How is this?
That's much better.
Is this better?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. How long were the other two gone before?
The other two, your other
I don't
two
think we're
party
there yet.
members?
Yeah.
I
They-
think you
they've
guys are
been-
having this conversation.
Yeah, so they've been gone for probably about 10, 15 minutes at this point. They're still not back from wherever they went to.
Could we have said while I was sitting aside, I made like a little wreath out of like grass and twigs?
Sure.
Okay. Well, then I take this wreath that I made out of grass and twigs, and instead of responding to these people who are asking questions, I'll just sort of push through the crowd and I'll kneel down next to him and I'll put the wreath on his chest and I'll bow my head and sort of say an internal moment to myself, reflecting on his passing,
Okay.
and then I'll stand up.
Go ahead and make
start
a
to go look for the other two.
make a religion check for me.
Wow. For someone who doesn't believe in religion, this is gonna be dirty 20.
Dirty 20. As you lay your hands atop Almerac, you feel a sense of peace. Not malicious, not anger. Someone who has passed on, that is comfortable where they are right now.
And I'll get up and start to try and find the other two and just leave. I'm not even gonna respond to these crazy people.
Can you bring your mic directly in front of you? You're talking to the side of it and it's pulling off a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's much
Is
better.
this better?
That's much better.
Okay. Okay. Well, I will, after my moment, I will get up and not respond to any of the crazy people asking me questions, and I will leave to go try and find the other two.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. As you get up and begin to walk towards the hut, you now see your two companions walking back from the entrance of the cove area.
Did you guys find anything?
We saw some tracks. They look like they might be heading out to the marsh. We also found some blood outside of Granny May's hut.
Okay.
It's
We should go.
unfortunate.
Yeah, we also have to go towards the marsh anyway because we have to get those flowers for Rainer. We can't forget that.
Perfect.
We should get those first.
Then
Yeah.
if we can heal
I think
Rainer,
so.
then he could tell us exactly who he was referring to.
Exactly.
All right.
Do we-
Let's do this.
Do we want to, do we want to let them know or no? Where we're going?
No, they don't need to know.
Okay,
No,
let's go.
Yeah, they're crazy. They're just saying crazy things. We don't have time for that. Let's go
Okay.
deal with this.
Yep.
All right. You guys begin to make your way to the entrance or the exit of the cove. Spending the next 2 hours or so, you travel towards the marsh. As you continue to travel, following the map that was given to you by Rainer himself, you come once again to the crossroads where you once had your strange supernatural encounter, Eli, with the strange children with their mouths sewn shut, or ghostly
Wonderful.
apparitions. Continuing onward, you continue towards the hut. Making it your way a little bit past that, you see now a trail that leads off from the main. Off in the distance, you can see what looks to be a patch of flowers that sit off in the distance with blue caps.
Okay. Are her tracks in this area too? Does it look like she came here?
Make an investigation check for me.
Okay. Mm-hmm. 6.
6. It just seems like there's a little bit too much mud and debris that rest around there. Seems the tracks have been lost.
Do I know anything about these flowers? If I pick them, am I gonna like...
Make a nature check for me.
I don't know. Okay. $18.
18. Very good. Where you're not familiar with these particular flowers per se. You do remember reading in a few books way back when you were looking into certain poisons and antidotes around them, being a natural rogue that you are. You do remember hearing tales that the brighter the color, the harsher the poison, or the better the antidote.
Okay, so I guess that I'm gonna look for some of the brighter colored flowers, and I'll just take a bunch and put them in a satchel that I'm assuming that I have.
As you guys begin to make your way towards the flower patch, you suddenly begin to see some movement within the reeds itself. As you look outward, you
Kind of
now
movement.
see 3 relatively large 4-legged creatures, very scaled, very similar to that of a dragon. I will refer you all to to Roll20. And for
Oh,
our
wow.
stream, I will go ahead and I will share this.
Scared.
Whoops. That's not what I
It's
meant to
like a
do.
Komodo
No,
dragon.
no,
but
no,
bigger.
No, no, no. Well, maybe it's nice. Who's got a what's his name? Plum.
I get an
Let's just-
idea. You give me the flowers, I'll fly them back to camp. Make sure that Granny May gets them.
Mhm.
I can get there twice as fast.
Where's Plum?
Maybe Plum can befriend this guy.
Yeah, Plum.
Plum is not with you at this point.
Uh-oh.
The creatures seem to stalk throughout the flower field as they sway back and forth, walking through, seemingly making their nesting area, or potentially this is their den area.
Am I the only one that's anywhere near them?
We'll
we
say
know?
that
we all see
everybody's pretty close to you right now. You are roughly about 20 or 30 yards away from the flower patch.
So I don't have the flowers yet.
You do not have the flowers yet.
I could distract them, and you get the flowers.
Yeah, Laura, go make friends with them.
Okay, I
Just start dancing.
Put the hat on one of them.
shit. I'm scared right now.
Okay.
Well, yeah,
I
if
like
we
the
can
idea.
distract
I
them
like
over
the idea
here.
of a distraction, and then one of us can sneak in, and we only need a few flowers.
You're
Just
pretty
want to
sneaky.
sneak in and get the flowers and go? Okay, maybe
I
guys,
feel like it'd be
I
better
can
with
use
the
my switchy belt. I can use my switchy belt
To
and
do
turn
what?
into
To do what?
something.
okay.
Something that would be less noticeable. Like a frog. No, frogs don't have hands. What about a crab? Could I grab flowers as a crab?
You could certainly try.
Or no?
Oh God.
I don't have hands.
I could just make a really loud noise a little bit away.
In
and
the opposite
hopefully-
direction.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then if that doesn't work, I could try and make friends with them. I make friends with a lot of things. It might
Okay.
work.
No,
Okay, let's.
no.
Alcor
No.
makes friends with a lot of things.
I,
That's enough. Boris.
I will hang my head. It's really sad that you said that.
Hold on. Do a shame check for me, Olar. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. it's 20 for shame.
Natural 20 for shame.
Yeah.
Let's try to sneak them.
What if I just try to dive bomb the field and grab some and then take off?
Oh, you guys just want to like grab it and run, not even try to sneak? I feel like we should try to sneak, and then if we get caught, we run.
Yeah. Then you dive bomb. You take it. You go.
How far away are they from us?
20
The
feet
creature.
from me.
The edge
20
of the
feet?
the edge of the forest is about 20 yards. So we'll say about 35 to 40 feet away from you right now. The strange scaled creatures, they are intermixed amongst the flowers. One is only about 50 feet away from you. It's directly on the edge of the flower patch. And again, they seem to be leisurely kind of roaming around. You watch as a few of them stop and actually eat a few of the flower petals.
Herbivores. Yay!
Great. I could try and make friends.
Okay, what if we use her as a distraction?
That's fine.
She tries to make friends with them, and
Yeah.
I'll go like on my tummy and just mosey on in.
Yeah, I'll go
You
over
can-
there and draw them away, and you sneak in behind us.
Okay. Is this the plan, guys? Is this what we want to do?
Is this the plan?
No, can we try to advance slowly and see their reactions before we start moving too much toward them?
That will be me. They'll see me coming, and they'll be like, "Oh, Lara's so cool. We want
Yeah,
to be
but
friends
you-
with her."
Yeah, but you're so loud.
No, I'm gonna make it known that I will be gentle and say hello, my friends, and I
Does
will.
anyone have to speak with animals? Or
No
can you mind link with them?
Yeah, but I have to touch them.
What's your animal handling like?
I don't know. I never tried.
I don't know. I don't think that they're necessarily vicious either, but that is a big risk to take. How many of them are there?
There's 3 that you can see.
Well, these dragons aren't necessarily vicious, but the adorable chubby ones definitely.
Yeah.
Oh god. I had the guy telling me that it was vicious, guys. I was led astray.
Yes, you went with the information you were given.
Okay. What
Just
do we want to
collect
do?
the flowers, and then, if all fails, kick them in the face.
I want to try and make friends. I think this might be okay if they're eating
Okay,
flowers.
this might not be a horrible plan.
Fingers crossed.
Well, go
Yeah.
for it. See what happens.
Right. Wait, Alara, before you go, I
Yeah.
put my hand on her shoulder, cast guidance. Good luck.
And Eli, make it
Yes.
very clear that you've got the flowers once you've got them.
I'm
would
not
be
gonna.
enough.
I don't want to.
To run.
I'm afraid that they're gonna know I'm stealing or notice I'm stealing, and then if she's really close to them, that's gonna put Ilara at risk. So I would rather.
I'm going
I would-
away. I'm drawing them away. I'm gonna come out the other side so they move a little bit and they're not
But then-
looking at you.
Opposite direction.
Okay.
It's fine. Alcor has my back, right? Alcor. I'll just look at him.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
I was guessing you were moving towards the creature, not away from the creature. I'm not sure what you want to do.
Yeah, no, I'm moving towards it, but
Okay, yeah.
the
No, no.
plan is to draw it away so that they don't see Eli
Okay,
as much as I can.
so basically it's to push them back into the forest. So they're between,
Sure.
yeah. Okay.
Sure.
Alright,
Yeah.
I'll go with you.
wherever. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So you're going to go try and talk to these things. Alara.
I
And
don't
Eli's
like that you said
going
it that
to
way.
Eli's going to what did you say? Shimmy on his stomach towards the
Yeah.
creatures.
like a little baby crawl.
Okay,
All right.
wait. Let me try something first. Why don't I try and make a noise away back in the woods and see if they follow it? And if they don't, then we'll just come out.
Oh my god.
Okay. Do we know anything about these do I know anything about them? Like what they like?
Make a make an animal handling check for me.
That is a 16.
16. You've heard of these creatures before, though you don't know too much about them. They seem to be they are definitely related to the draconic bloodline. These seem to be what are called drakes. They are wild creatures. They have nowhere near the same level
Tiny
of
rappers.
Yep, they are tiny rappers from Canada. Represent. They are not known to be passive in any way. You've heard of some individuals being able to tame them, but you're not sure how or why they tame these creatures. Otherwise,
What do you think if I make
you've never heard or seen of green drakes before. You've only heard of blue and black.
What do you think if I make a little bunny and then see if it chases the bunny as it runs away into the forest? Well, then we'll know if they like eating meat too.
Ooh.
Go
Okay,
for
yeah,
it.
yeah.
All right. I will. Is there verbal component? I ask this every time and I forget. I'm so sorry.
Know your spells. Know your
No.
spells.
Nope, no verbal component. So I will take out my piece of fleece and I will toss it, and the fleece disappears, and I will cast minor illusion, and an image of a Snow White, the fluffiest, cutest bunny with big blue eyes and these big fluffy ears, appears in front of the lead one, I guess.
Okay.
Or whatever, the one that's by itself.
You all watch as. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, well, whatever. We'll see if it gets its attention first.
Okay. You all watch as this tiny little fluffy Snow White bunny just poof appears almost, not almost, but out of nowhere. It peeks up its ears, and you see it ruffle its nose a little bit. Its ears kind of go down to the side for a quick second. It looks back at you, giving a casual glance.
No, does not look back at me.
As it,
Look back at
It is gonna die.
as it begins to hop gingerly into the flower patch. A moment passes. Nothing seems to occur. When the lead one, you hear it with a low guttural growl.
It runs into the away. It runs away. The bunny runs away.
The bunny instinctively starts to run based on your commands. You now see the lead one as it pounces off after the bunny. Leaping, you see these large talons on the end of its fingers jump up into the air. As its muscles, you see the hind legs as bulging muscles of this creature kind of dash towards the creature.
I would
For a
like to
moment,
talk
it
to-
stays.
I was gonna say, well,
Go
is
ahead,
it
Eli.
distracted? Is it distracted? Are they all distracted?
The one is leaping
What's this
after
one?
the rabbit. The other two have now peeked their heads up and are looking around now attentively.
Oh, looking around. No. Okay.
Is chasing after the bunny?
Sorry, continue. He's chasing after the bunny.
Yeah, the lead drake is now chasing after the bunny. It is now scurried out of sight, probably about 50 yards away from you. The other two, now alerted to what's happening, are looking around sentiently, or like sentries, looking around the flower patch, trying to figure out what exactly is going on. They are now fully aware
Why?
of their surroundings.
Are there not bunnies in this place?
Not with these things around, nope.
Again, guys, I'll do it. I'll cast the same thing. Minor illusion. Bunny appears next, in between the two that are in the flower patch. And then it waits for them to recognize and then runs away. Oh no, he's rolling. I'm gonna die, guys.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Oh, you are so lucky. The other two hear the commotion of the other bunny, now taking notice to what the first was running after. They begin to circle around, trying to find where this bunny is. They seem to be preoccupied for the moment.
Okay, I'll try. I'll try to get some flowers.
All right, go ahead and make a stealth check for me, Eli.
It's decent. 14.
14. Okay, so squirming on your belly, you make it towards the edge of the patch. As you do reach just the edge, you can now hear the ruffling of grass directly in front of you. Squeezing down low, you watch as large legs stalk directly in front of you. Trying your best not to make a noise, the drake stopped directly in front of you, seemingly looking around as they continue forward.
They're blind.
Oh, they're
I
blind?
don't say that out loud.
I don't think so. I think I'm just camouflaged. I think it just didn't see me.
It saw the bunny. I don't know.
Okay, that's true.
Okay, I'm gonna try
Where's the bunny?
to grab some flowers.
Okay, reaching out, you take a small handful of flowers as you pull them out. You now have a small bouquet of the blue flowers in your hands.
Okay. I will... Oh my god. Are they still distracted? Can I check?
Make an investigation check with disadvantage, because you are on your stomach at this point.
Okay. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ooh. Oh, that did not go well. That is gonna be a 3.
A 3. As
That just means I
you
don't see.
Good to go.
you look around, they don't seem to be in the area whatsoever. Or at least you
I
can't
will
see
back
anything.
away. I will back away slowly.
Okay. Backing away
Another
slowly.
stealth.
Make one more stealth check for me.
Another 14.
Nice.
Very good. As you crawl serpentine directly on your belly, like that of a snake, you make your way back to your party members.
Guys, I got the flowers.
Boom.
Silently cheer.
Let's run. Silently.
Well done. You guys avoided the encounter. I'm impressed. You all begin to make your way back to the towards the trail that leads you back to the cove. Another 2 hours pass. At this point, it's now most likely a little past midday as you find yourself back at the entrance of the cove. Walking through the cave tunnel, you can hear a bit of commotion going on somewhere on the beach line.
Oh god, did they find her?
Oh, what time of day is it?
It's roughly just in the afternoon.
They said they were gonna execute a whole bunch of people tonight.
Well, it's not the evening yet. I'm gonna go give the flowers to Granny May, and then I'll meet you guys down at the beach.
Okay.
All right, as you guys begin to make your way towards the beach, Eli separates from the group, making her way over to Granny May's. As the rest of you start to make your way towards the town hall area where the commotion seems to be coming from, a large group or crowd has now gathered outside of the town hall. Directly in front, Sky now stands holding the cuff or scruff of the young girl as her and Shepard now argue back and forth. The crowd calls out, "She's the one who did it! Raynor said himself that we shouldn't trust her. Start the executions immediately," you hear.
Oh my god, you people and your freaking executions! Put her down! I'll just walk out and try and punch her in the face.
Oh,
You're going to try and punch Sky in the face?
Yep.
Okay.
By the way, I will step away and go back to Granny May.
So,
You don't want any part of this.
No, I just realized if nobody removes the mask from Raynor, is never going to wake up.
And
Good
and
call.
while Sky's distracted being punched in the face, I'm gonna try and pickpocket her because maybe she has information.
what the hell is with this group?
All right. So let's start off at the beginning.
oh
Alara
God,
storms.
Oh my God.
Alara
oh
storms.
My God.
Alara storms up to the makeshift platform that now holds the Sky and Shepard. There seems also to be the other prisoner pirates that are now all chained around logs. Alara yelling at Sky, "Go ahead and make an attack roll for me."
Oh my God. We're so dead.
Fine. Oh my god!
Oh
This is not real. Okay, I don't even know what to add to this because I don't hit things with my bare hands.
Yes,
Oh.
God.
Okay, so I rolled a 2. Unarmed strike is a +2, so that's a 4 to hit.
Okay, so as you attempt to take a swing at Sky, she easily dodges out of the way, grabbing you by the wrist, flipping you around onto your back. You feel a slight crack as she breaks your wrist. You take
Ooh.
you take
Oh,
6
snap.
points of damage, and you no longer have the capability temporarily to cast any kind of what's it called? What do you have to use with your hands? The spells? Not verbal, not component. What's the other one?
Dramatic?
Yeah, somatic. So you have no ability to cast somatic spells.
I think
think
that's
they all
all
are
of my
somatic.
spell.
That's
Yeah,
literally all of them.
that is all of my spells.
She puts her foot on your back as she pulls up on your wrist. "Stay down, dog. This doesn't involve outsiders like yourself."
I will try and get up and hit her with my quarterstaff.
Oh my God.
You
oh
were
my god.
you were completely grappled at this point. So go ahead and you can attempt to break the grapple.
This is so dumb. Oh my god, I rolled a 2 again. Oh my god. Oh man.
Yeah, you're unable to get out of the grapple. Shepard speaks up and says, "Sky, now hold on. This is getting way out of hand. We're not going to kill an innocent little girl. You're now attacking one of our allies." She turns back to Shepard and says, "No, you listen. I said I would follow you if you got us off the island. You've done nothing so far to do that." He looks back to her and says, "Yes, you agreed to follow my lead. And right now, you're not doing any of the sort. What is your stance?" She looks back and lets go of Alara's arm. "Well, just remember, Who needs who more at this point in time, Shepherd? She looks back at the group and says, well, were you able to get these damned flowers I keep hearing about to wake up Raynor to be able to solve this entire mystery?
Yes, we have.
Yeah, bitch.
No thanks to you, bitch. Yeah.
As this argument continues to go on, Eli and Alcor, you make your way over to Granny's. You see Granny almost in a bit of a panic at this point as the emotions are flying high, needless to say at this point. She looks up at you and says, oh, thank God. Were you able to get the flowers for me?
I'll hand them to her.
Not a moment too soon, absolutely. Allow me a few moments. She walks back over to her station where she creates her elixirs and begins to muddle the flowers with some other concoctions. What are you guys doing?
I will cast guidance on her.
Okay.
Nice.
She begins to muddle faster.
Well, I have questions for her, but I don't want to ask her while she's working. I'll just wait.
I will be standing by Raynor just to make sure, like, check his pulse or fever or whatever, see what he's feeling.
Okay. So you remove the mask from Raynor and try to check. Go ahead and make a medicine check for me.
That's an 18.
An 18. You can see that his conditioning is definitely worsening. His pulse is much faster. He seems to be sweating much more as soon as you've taken off the mask. It is not looking good for Raynor right now. Thankfully, you've brought in the flowers to Granny May. As all of this is happening, you can now hear your companions yelling outside as a commotion seems to be breaking outward. You now hear Sky screaming back and forth at Shepherd, not knowing what exactly is going on. What do you guys like to do?
Well, one of us should stay here.
I'll stay here. I think. Raynor
Okay.
will be-
I'll run back.
Okay. Eli, you run back to see exactly what's happening. There seems to be this mass commotion and panic. You see Alara now on the ground in front of Sky. Sky now holding the child with a blade outward at this point.
She's holding. I will run up. Does it look like she's about to stab her, or is it?
No,
obvious
she's
that
just
they're not...
she's just holding the blade almost in a defensive stance right now, having just been attacked by your party member.
Okay. But Ilara's on the floor. Does she look hurt?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, but I don't know that.
I'm holding my hand, going like, "You fucking bitch!"
I
Will you
will
ever learn?
run up. I will run up to Ilara and try to help Ilara and calm her down.
Okay.
Knock her out.
Running up, you grab your ally and kind of pull her back away from the raised platform. As you do this, the commotion is continuing to happen. Sky now looks in a bit of a frenzy, not sure what to make of the entire thing. She seemingly now lets go of the child, now holding the blade upward and pointing it toward the crowd, screaming, "You're all useless. None of you can stand up to what the dangers that we're facing. We're trying to get off this island. Do you all want to just stay here? All you pathetic people, you're going to follow this man who does nothing for you, just sits back and strategizes." A few of the crowd peoples begin to kind of look back and forth, all of them now very unsure as to what's happening next and exactly who to follow or lead.
Girl, read the room. You're gonna cause like a panic. Can we relax for a second? I gave the flowers to Granny May. Raynor will give us more information. Do you want to go have like a tea?
I've had enough of your teas and your easy solutions and, hey, have a good time attitude. We're trying to get off here. I've been here for 3 years. You've been here for what, a few days?
Okay, we have the same goal. I don't know why you're freaking out. Just
You
wait.
have no idea, halfling. You have no idea.
Well, then tell me.
As she says this, you now all look back to see Granny May, Alcor, hoisting Raynor as he approaches. The crowd kind of silences for a moment. Shepard looks to Raynor. Thank God you're alive, my friend. We have quite the situation on our hands. We need to know the truth for what you were saying. You warned us about this young child. Now we've lost our dear friend Amarak. Please tell us what exactly you meant. Raynor coughs for a moment. I said to be careful of her. We can't trust her. Shepard looks and says, yes, of course, we've been weary of this girl. This entire thing has gone down all because of this girl. Raynor looks back. I didn't mean her. I meant her. He points up at the stage, directly at Sky.
Mm-hmm.
You all watch as a blade shoots through the back of Shepard, bursting out of his chest.
Whoa! Whoa! I
what
try
a
and I force a reroll. I try and force a reroll. Please! Oh my God! Whoa!
You can attempt to.
I would like to.
Well, no, that because it's only an action that affects you.
No. What? It says, as a reaction, after you or a creature you can see within 30 feet makes an attack roll, an ability check, or saving throw, you can
okay.
force the creature to reroll.
Okay. Whew. This is a big one.
I know, because it's right there.
It's a 17.
I don't know. You know the armor class.
Oh, a 17 to a noble, plus her attack.
Okay. I tried.
The blow succeeds as Shepard looks down, blood now trickling down his stomach as he sees this large blade protruding out of his chest. Sky pulls back as Shepard falls to the ground, no longer moving. I told you all to listen to me. None of you did. None of you wanted to listen. So I found a new group. The pirates shed their chains as they all pull weapons. Sky reaches into her side patchel and blows a small horn. Just moments later, you watch as pirates begin to fill into the cove through the entrance. She looks to the crowd. Now, you're all coming with us. And that's where we're going to end our episode for tonight.
What a shitty bitch.
Wow. Guys, I'm fucked. I can't cast any spells.
Well, you took a stab at it.
Oh, wow.
And that's why wizards do not attack first.
Yeah, I was blown away by that.
I know.
So-
But Alara's feisty. She has to learn her lessons.
Hey, I never found out what I got from pickpocketing her. Maybe I found the horn and she couldn't have called the pirates.
Well, your pickpocketing was dependent on the successful attack of Alara.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because you had
Found a
said
to-do list in her
Wh-
pocket.
you-
I was
you
just
said-
distracted being punched in the face.
right when she was
punched in the
distracted. She
face.
was never punched in the face,
Just took
so
me
she was
down.
never
Just-
distracted.
She was always in complete control.
Yeah.
She missed.
Yeah.
So there you guys
Never
have
went
it.
after it.
The betrayal.
But
gonna
what
have so
if
much
we
fun
were all
killing
like
her.
obliging and we were like, yeah, good point? Then would she just been like, fuck the pirates? You know?
I guess you'll never know. That is the magic of D&D, my friend. Until you know exactly until you have done something, you'll never know exactly what the repercussions were.
Well, we can replay the story mode after and pick a different option.
Yeah, exactly,
That's how
exactly.
it works.
Try this option.
Well, to our chat, thank you so much for hanging out with us. If you have any questions for our cast or myself as the DM, feel free to ask it now. We try and do a little bit of a Q&A after each one of our sessions. But otherwise, I hope you all enjoyed yourself and you had a good time. I don't know. What do you guys think's going to happen next week? Players?
I'm gonna
Right.
kill Sky.
Sky's the limit.
The sky is
About
the
to get
limit.
off the island for
I
good
think
now.
you just named next episode for us. They're all in the sky
Sky.
is the limit. I love it. Absolutely love it.
Hashtag sky is.
I love it.
Sounds good for us.
I would love to see that on
know.
social media. The sky is the limit. That would be absolutely amazing.
Mhm.
Oh,
Damn, Shepard was good peeps.
Yeah.
well, can we
Lost a lot of good ones.
can we raise a quick glass for our dear friend Shepard and our dear friend Almerac, who left us far too soon? And to chat, if you'll
Cheers.
raise your glasses as well, to Almerac and Shepard, you are far too young.
And we're all level 2.
Oh,
I didn't even
yeah,
get-
we got
just kidding.
some questions.
Oh yeah, Wes Kane, we are at level 2 right now. We try and we're doing a milestone system, so we're not using XP. And yeah, we're at level 2. Just for you, we have our resident time wizard, who is Alara. We have our Circle of the Stars druid, Alcor. We have our warlock, Trix. Our resident rogue, Eli. Our birdly hero, the monk Pavo, who is an Arakakra. And our resident cleric, the warforged Ollie. Apparently that's his thing.
I missed that.
Alcor, why do you constantly betray Alara by ditching her? I think it's hilarious, by the way.
Thank you. I'm glad someone saw that.
Because you always put yourself in situation when you don't need to be. You never learn.
We're gonna talk about this.
Like we always do.
It never solves anything.
No.
No, we're gonna need all of Alara's pirate knowledge to. Pirates now.
I cast spells, so we'll just open the book and start shouting out facts to you guys.
Oh, that's amazing. That is amazing. All right, guys. Well, are you outnumbered? Highly outnumbered. Highly outnumbered. I think it's safe to say that you've been completely sold out by Sky.
Guy's completely pirate. Irate. Oh,
It's
that's
true.
good.
It's true.
You can
And
win
it-
this.
Also, just want to give a quick thank you. I don't know if they're still in chat right now, but the Mists Awaken, thank you so much for the raid. Always very much appreciated. And if you joined us because of that, thank you so much for joining. Maybe if you enjoyed, hit that follow button. It always helps us to bolster our community. Watchady, thank you so much for your compliments. Hopefully, we'll catch you next week, or if you'd like to watch with some of our supplementary shows, we are doing a character building show, like a party character or player character building show on Thursday. Same. What time are you guys starting at?
9.
9 o'clock. So we're going to be starting at 9. It's going to run for a couple hours. Very interested to see that. That's going to be our premiere episode. I know a lot of people in D&D love talking about characters, and that's exactly what we're doing for them. And then we have a world-building show on Sunday that starts at 12 o'clock noon, Eastern Standard Time. All of this is Eastern Standard Time. We're all crazy knuckleheads over here.
All except one.
So hey, if you're not doing anything, he's a Canuck. He's an honorary knucklehead. We'll say that.
Yeah.
Glad.
So until the very next time, adventurers, we all have one piece of advice out there for you. Be careful out there. You can trip. We'll see you in the next one, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.
Bye.